Alright guys, Furkagi here and welcome back to the brand new video. In today's video, Marvel Mystic Mayhem will be the topic. So yesterday I did show you the tier list from the Mystic Mayhem database. Today they also updated the tier list, so go check it out. So yesterday's tier list was not so much accurate, and me myself yesterday I said that I would definitely change a few things, but it was still a solid tier list. But on today's video, I want to make my own tier list based on my own testings, based on my own conclusion, and based on something what I will do for the global launch. So let me start. Leave a like, subscribe. The launch is happening tomorrow. No worries, I'll make the pre-download video when it happens, and you will be 100% ready to go. So let me start from the beginning. Again, shout out to the Mystic Mayhem database, amazing website, go check it out. Again, they updated the tier list, so you can also check their new version. Definitely in time we're gonna make better and better tier list, as we're gonna be able to test out a lot of things. This is initial tier list. So Doctor Strange, guys, definitely for 1,000,000%, this is the unit that I hope I'll manage to reroll. Now, is rerolling a must in this game? I would say no, just because of how much you're gonna suffer. You have 15 minutes when you start the account, and then you can reroll because you need to reach level 9, and then you can do 20 pulls. And it's super hard to get precisely what you want. Super hard to pull 3-star from my experience. So rerolling will be pure suffering. Definitely after 40 pulls, you will randomly get like or Doctor Strange or Thor or Emma Frost or Juggernaut. Whoever you get from those units, they're amazing. But definitely, if you have patience, if you want to suffer, definitely you can reroll. You can reroll. I'll try out tomorrow, and we're gonna do the reroll hell live stream, so we're gonna have fun. But if you don't want to suffer, just go and grind the game. Okay, just go and grind the game. After 40 pulls, you will get some of the amazing 3-stars, and in time, just pray for a little bit of luck. So it really depends on you. So, Doctor Strange, let me start. Sorry, I had to talk about this furthermore. Doctor Strange, so he's Mystic Arts Controller, Legendary, 3-star. Guys, yesterday I did done complete analysis for him, but he is top tier and the best unit in the game. Deals 45% of Doctor Strange's special damage. Now we have Ultimate. Heals all allies in the target area for 57% of Doctor Strange max HP and removes 1 debuff from the allies, okay? We have next skill, which is buff. Choose 3 spells from 1 to add to your hand. Now this is a big deal. Choose 3 spells from 4 to add to your hand. So you're gonna be able to choose 3 spells, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're gonna see. I personally still didn't use him, but I assure you I faced him. Everyone is saying he's busted. Especially in the early game, he will absolutely dominate, and he will help you tremendously, because you're gonna be able to heal all ally. Healing amount is 64% of max HP. Higher max HP you have for Doctor Strange, bigger heal he's gonna do. Also increase the attack of an ally by 69, lasting for 10 seconds. Reducing the defense on an enemy by 69, lasting for 10 seconds. And grants an ally 75 ultimate energy. So he's the unit that can do it all. And just help you so much for survivability, for bigger damage, for energy recovery, everything. We have a debuff as well. Deals 416% of Doctor Strange attack and special damage to an enemy, and also he stuns for 3 seconds. He just does it all, right? So Arcane, then we have those passives. Gain 1 stack of Arcane enhancement every 10 seconds up to 3 stacks. Using Crimson Bands of Cyterac or Eye of Agamotto consumes all stacks of Cheik, increasing damage and healing by 13.8% per stack. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, sorry. But pretty much, just by existing, he will buff the damage of the skills and the healing. So that's so good. Crimson Bands or Cyterac dispels a buff from the enemy. Then we have allies energy generation increases by 10%, and for every 1% HP the target ally loses, Eye of Agamotto heals 1% more. I believe I don't need to explain anything. God tier for 1,000,000%. If you don't believe me, get him and try him out and you're gonna believe me. Emma Frost is the unit that I fully tested. The unit that I gotten from those first 40 pools, random selection. She's absolutely busted and deserves to be in God tier as well. Let me explain. So, healing. Deals 320% of Emma Frost attack and special damage to an enemy. Heals the ally with the lowest HP percentage for 416% of Emma Frost attack. Now, what I like about Emma Frost, she's controller type of unit, mutation, legendary. She's doing incredible DPS, but as well providing that heal. And as well confusion. So next skill is Queen's Command. Deals 384 of Emma Frost. I can zoom in if you wanna. Yeah, I believe it will be better. So deals 384 of Emma Frost attack and special damage to an enemy, applying Confuse for 7 seconds. Confused means confused characters will attack their allies. This is a big deal because they're gonna do a pretty solid damage to their own allies. Then we have Queen of Diamonds, Ultimate. Deals 384 of Emma Frost attack and special damage to enemies in the target area and creates a diamond shard in the center. Up to one can exist for 10 seconds. The diamond shard increases the special damage taken by nearby enemies by 92%. So pretty much she will deliver you'll do bigger damage afterwards with the special damage. Then we have the passives. All allies deals 13.8 more special damage. When an enemy affected by Diamond Shard is defeated, Emma Frost gains 30 ultimate energy. When allies deal special damage, their crit damage is increased by 15%. Big deal. And when Mind Flare heals an ally, it also reduces the damage they take by 20% for 10 seconds. Huge, guys. So much. She gives so much to the team and helps you out with the damage output. So definitely God tier. This is the units that I'm 1,000,000% sure, and they're gonna stay here for a while. Then we have Iron Man. Iron Man is a rate-up character, but if you put a comparison of Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Emma Frost, what everything they're delivering, they do so much more. But he is designed to be pure DPS. I did use him in the story. I did try him out a little bit. I believe this is where we were able to test him out a little bit. And yeah, he's a pretty flexible in a way, like you can attack from different angles and still get a lot of opponents. And he does a good damage, like deals a lot, big percentages and a big attack right here. If you put a comparison to attack of Emma Frost, like actually, yeah, Emma Frost 551, yeah, 7, yeah, it's just bigger. He's created to be a pure DPS character. Now, how much he will give you, how much he will offer to the table, yeah, you're gonna do those damages. Also, when you stack arc pulls, at 4 stacks of arc pulls, Iron Man next skill will be enhanced, so it will ignore 40% of enemies' defense, and as well here you're gonna have bigger range. It takes a little bit some time until you get those stacks, and then Iron Man will perform better and better. He's an energy type, striker, 3-star of course. And of course, dupes will just make all of those characters much better. Guys, when you get dupes, you dupe them. I won't go into that for now. It's not so much essential for this tier list. And also, look, he gains 2 stacks of Arc Flux, so he will get it relatively fast. Gains 1 mana after using Enhanced Unibeam or Enhanced Blaster Array. Increase crit rate of Unibeam and Blaster Array by 10%. So really, really good DPS, but I wouldn't place him nothing higher than A tier for now. Like, I truly believe some other units deserves to be an S tier. I'll go into that. Maybe I change my mind when I will talk about other units. A lot of things are now comparisons. Juggernaut. I faced him in PvP and everything else. He's absolutely crazy. His stats of HP is just like crazy. Dashes to the target location, dealing 100%, 120% of Juggernaut's max HP as special damage to all enemies in the path. Crimson Range enters a charging state, halting basic attack. During the charge, Juggernaut takes 50% less damage. After 6, the charge ends and deals 64% of Juggernaut's max HP as special damage to adjacent enemies. Gains shield as well here, so gains a shield equal to 24% of max HP and gains 75 ultimate energy. That's a pretty good amount, guys. Also, Crimson Gem, so now we're in passives. He will deal 13.8% more damage if Juggernaut's HP is higher than 50%, takes 13.8% less damage if Juggernaut's HP is lower than 50%. Scyther occurs, dispels a debuff, and Juggernaut is immune to new debuffs while he has a shield. During the charge up of Crimson Rage, each time Juggernaut takes damage, increases the damage dealt at the end of the charge up by 1%, and then continuously taunts enemies during the charge up of Crimson Rage. Okay, so he will have the taunts. Opponents will be forced to attack Juggernaut. In my opinion, he is the best tank in the game. Best tank in the game, and definitely deserves to be in God tier. That's how I see it. Then we have Moon Girl. I was not too much impressed with her in the beginning, but then I did test her out furthermore. So pretty much he is like DPS character, and as well she can stun. That stunning can be super valuable. Also, she will deals 288% of Moon Girl's attack as physical damage, applying Sneezing Powder for 10 seconds. Sneezing Powder. Summon units deals 92% more damage to the enemies affected by Sneezing Powder. So as you can see, the ultimate move consumes Devil Dinosaur's ultimate energy. Devil Dinosaurs deals 608% of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaurs combined attack as physical damage to the enemies in the target area. Now look at this, super important passives. Summon Devil Dinosaur at the start of the battle with 160% of Moon Girl's HP and 100% of her attack and defense. When Devil Dinosaur is defeated, Moon Girl gains the special skill Omni Wave. When Moon Girl is defeated, Devil Dinosaur gains 100% attack speed but loses 10% of her his max HP per second. So she's pretty much 2 units in one. Devil Dinosaur's attack increases by 25 for 10 seconds after Moon Girl takes damage. Moon Girl takes 25% less damage while Devil Dinosaur is on the field, and as well reduces the attack of the enemies by 10%. And dupes definitely helps her out. Based on the stats, solid. Keep in mind she's a free unit. She's a free unit. In my A tier, from my experience, maybe I should test her out furthermore, but for now I'm placing her here in the A tier. Although possible S tier, since she can do a little bit more things than Iron Man, but Iron Man overall should do bigger damage, so that's why A tier for now. Scarlet Witch, she's an amazing unit. Mystic Art Striker Legendary. Reality Warp Ultimate, so deals 832% of the Scarlet Witch attack and special damage AoE. Deals 416% of Scarlet Witch attack and special damage additionally to the enemy in center. Good counter for center type of enemies. Chaos Blade deals 696 of the Scarlet Witch attack and special damage to an enemy and grants 1 mana upon defeating them. Call of Cthulhu gains Rewrite Reality for 10 seconds, so she will gain an extra 27.6 crit rate, ignoring passive ability limitations. Look at this passives now. Crit damage increased by 1.5 for every 1% crit rate. Crit rate cannot be exceeded 50%. Scarlet Witch attack is increased by 15% in Rewrite Reality status. Rewrite Reality lasts for 3 more seconds. If there is only one enemy within the range of Reality Wrap, refund 100 ultimate energy. In my opinions, she is going as well into God tier. For the beginning and everything else, she will be top notch. The next one is Spider-Man. Now, people are not too much satisfied with Spider-Man. I wish he was better. So, ultimate. I mean, I actually I saw a few comments about Spider-Man, but never actually let me do like I didn't pull him, I never use him. So we're gonna go based on paper. Physical damage ultimate. So let me forget about the comments. Let me focus on the actual description. So deals 960, big percentage. He will be doing bigger damage than Iron Man. Or Spider-Man attack is physical damage to an enemy, and 480% of Spider-Man's attack is physical damage. Okay. Moves to the target location and reduces the mana cost of Spider-Man, and he adjusted allies' next skills by 1. Spider-Man slam deals 240. Okay. Then we have this skill. Again, 240, not big percentage, and applies webbed. Reduces attack speed by 15. So he can be helpful, doing a pretty good damage with the ultimate. But yeah, I personally will put him into the A tier. Most likely A tier. After an ally attacks webbed enemies with skill or ultimate move, Spider-Man performs a follow-up attack that deals 160% of the Spider-Man's attack as physical damage to one of the enemies. Friendly neighbor increased attack of the Spider-Man and adjusted allies by 15%. Ooh. Spider-Man... Nice. That's a nice buff for allies. Spider-Man gains 20 ultimate energy for each enemy hit by web spinner. Allies follow-up attack deal 10% more damage. Based on everything, honestly, easy A tier. Easy A tier. Need to test him out to even consider I'm considering putting him in S tier based on the paper, but I didn't test him out, so I won't risk a lot. I'm placing here in the A tier. Fine. Oh, Storm. She's ranked in so many places too low, guys. I've been using her. Do not underestimate her. She won't do the craziest damage, but her stat of attack is pretty solid. But for what she's amazing. Big AoE ranges. She will do constantly AoE attacks, big AoE attacks, and pretty much she will hit all the opponents. Super helpful. Deals 512% of Storm's attack as special damage to enemies in the target area. Gains 20 ultimate energy. For every debuffed enemy in the target area, it can go up to 100. Then we have a debuff. Deals 230% of Storm's attack as special damage to all enemies. AoE applying wet. They're gonna deal less damage, so nice debuff here. It will help you with survivability. Hailstorm deals 496 of Storm's attack special damage to all enemies applying frozen. It's a big range, debuffing the enemy, reducing the attack speed by 30%. For me, this gives you a high value in this game. It just gives you more time and faster attacks because you slow them down with their attacks. Deals more damage to debuffed enemies. For each enemy on the field in a debuff state, Storm attack increases. Allies deal 12% more damage to the enemies in frozen status, and Storm deals 25% damage to enemies with at least 3 different debuffs. In my opinion, Storm is S tier. Many tier list aside, B, C, bro. I truly believe in time, as you even build her up, her damage will go up, and she'll just become more and more valuable. This is from my experience, initial tier list. But I'll be honest. Okay. Perfect. So that's about Storm. Thor. Oh my god. Oh my god, I would honestly place him as the second best unit in the game. Second best unit in the game in my eyes. I played against him. I don't ever want to play against him. If I can get Doctor Strange and Thor, or Emma Frost and Thor, I would be so happy. We're gonna see tomorrow that reroll. We're gonna see how everything will go. So ultimate special damage deals 864 of Thor's attack and special damage to the enemies in target area and 30% more damage to electrified enemies. Might gains thunder enhancement for 15 seconds. Thunder enhancement increases basic attack damage by 76.8 and basic attack speed up to 3 nearby enemies. And basic attack spread up to 3 nearby enemies. He'll be doing a really good damage, really broken damage with basic attack, which is insane. We have the God of Thunder dash skill, moves to the target location. So he just moves. It's fast, dealing 512% of Thor's attack and special damage to adjacent enemies and applied electrified. Now that dash should be applied right before the ultimate. You're gonna do more damage. 30% bigger damage. So if you play with him correctly, he will be the best DPS in the game. The best DPS in the game, by far. Okay? We have those passive. Look at this. Basic damage goes up. Also, basic attacks apply electrified to enemies for 5 seconds. Oh, so with basic attacks already you're doing that electrified. My bad. So you can play around with ultimate. Just pay attention. A godly conduction. Basic attack spreads up to 4 nearby enemies in the thunder enhancement status. Thor's attack and defense increase by 20% in the thunder enhancement status. For each enemy on the field with electrified status, Thor defense increases by 15%. This is that part where I wanted to say, not only he'll be the craziest DPS, but he'll be super hard to kill. He is extremely busted unit. I'm even considering doing this. But I truly believe they, for now, especially in early game, deserves to be in God tier. Because those are controllers, right? He's DPS, he's tank. Scarlet Witch is... oh yeah. So I have like different typing. So she's a striker. I wanted to like put the God tier characters, like Doctor Strange and Frost, they need to be in God tier. They're both controller. Now, she's a God tier striker, he's a God tier tank, and he's a God tier warrior. So I wanted to create it like... I believe that is perfectly understandable. Okay. We're now at Angela. Angela, I see many people putting her low, too low. She deals 768 of Angela's attack as physical damage to enemies in the target area and reduces their defense. In my opinion, Angela is so much better than people are saying. B, C tier. This is where I see Angela. Me personally, I'm placing it easy in the A tier. Easy A tier. Because she will help you out. You're gonna do bigger damage because of this. Big percentage for her stat amount. So she'll be doing a solid damage. And then we have a buff, Invincible Ichors, deals 240% of Angela's attack as physical damage to enemies in target area. Angela takes 40% less damage for 10 seconds. This will give her survivability. Then we have Elite Angel skill, moves to the target location, deals 384% of Angela's attack as physical damage to enemies in the target area and pulls them towards Angela so she can also control them. Receiving a basic attack accumulates 1 stack of Heaven Resilience up to 50 stacks. Heaven Resilience, each stack grants 0.5% chance to block basic attacks. A successful block triggers a counter attack. For every 100 defense, attack increased by 14 up to 700. When there are no other allies nearby, her defense increases. Also, randomly removes one of the Angela's debuffs after Warrior of Heaven triggers a counter attack. So overall, a unit that I used a lot, that I'm still using, and personally I like the unit. It's hard to rank. Now I'm thinking to do this as well. I'm double thinking to do this as well, because I truly believe that it should be like this. She does a lot. 2 opponents in 1 for free. Really good. Really good. Yeah, I'll go like this. Then we have Armor. Armor is good defender. If you don't have Juggernaut, probably you're gonna use her. Deals 400%. I mean, Hulk. You're gonna use Hulk, yeah. Deals 400% of armor attack as physical damage to nearby enemies and gains best armor for 10 seconds. Beast armor turn basic attacks into AoE attacks and increases attack and attack speed by 46%. Here gains a shield equal to 352% of armor's defense, taunts enemy to attack her. Deals 208% of armor's attack as physical damage to adjustment enemies, and she can also stun. More reducing all damage taken. Attack speed is increased by 30% when armor has a shield. Beast armor lasts for 5 more seconds, and here gains a shield equal to 300% of armor's defense at the start of the battle. Really good unit. I would definitely place her in A tier. Like, she's a really solid tank in my eyes. Okay. Then we have Black Knight. Personally didn't use him. No one ranks him higher than C tier. So let me check this out. Gains Curse Berserk status for 15 seconds. Curse Berserk ends with an automatic AoE attack, dealing 448% of Black Knight's attack as physical damage. Curse Berserker attack increases by 138%, but loses 1% HP per second. Moves to the target, dealing Black Knight damage, gains 30 Ebony Shade and increasing basic damage. Revives with 91% HP once per battle. Oh, we have a revive mechanism here. Each basic attack guarantees 3 curse marks. The ultimate move is available at curse marks 100. HP attack increase, and as well, when using Berserk Blade, dispel all debuffs from self. I believe he won't survive long, even with the revive. But for now, I'll place him B tier. I just don't know enough. Actually, C tier for now. I need to be a little bit stricter. Doppelganger. A free unit. Enters Savage status, Savage Spider status for 12 seconds. Increases attack speed by 138%. Ferocious Fist and Swinging Kick cost 1 less mana. Of course, I used him because he's a free unit. Everyone gets him. He's a really solid DPS, but I wouldn't say anything more than that. Deals 672% of Doppelganger's attack as physical damage to an adjusted enemy. Damage dealt is treated as basic attack damage. And then we have Dash. Moves to an enemy, dealing 304% of Doppelganger's attack as physical damage and increasing damage taken by 30%. So he's applying that vulnerability. Really good for that. Gaining that dodge, he can swing around, you can change the positions, but I was never too impressed with him. For now, I'll place him in the B tier. Dream Queen, controller. I mean, she has like crazy competition in controller. So replace all skills, increase the skill damage of all allies by 80.5%. Wow, she might be crazy buffer here. Applies hacks to the target enemy for 7 seconds, dealing 384% of a Dream Queen's attack special damage. When an enemy with hacks is defeated, hacks is applied to nearby enemies for 7 seconds. It is reducing the damage dealt. And she does deal 720% of Dream Queen attack special damage, ignores shield to an enemies and dispels a buff, reducing all enemies attack, increasing crit rate of all ally skills by 10%. Overall, mainly you're gonna use her to buff, and a really good buffer. But since the competition is pretty fierce, for now I'm placing it into the B tier. Okay, Ekko, weaponry, fighter. It deals 704% of Ekko attack as physical damage and applies echoing for 10 seconds. It deals 544 of Ekko's attack as physical damage. She actually won't do such a big damage as a fighter, to be honest, based on the stats and the percentages. This skill costs same mana as the last skill used by an ally. Increase damage by 40 if this skill costs more than 3 mana. Moves to the target location and deals 320% of Ekko's attack. Let's see the passives. Passives can be really a game changer. Ekko's attack is always the same as the ally with the highest attack. Nice. Applies echoing to a random enemy for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15. Echoing after an ally attacks echoing targets with a skill or ultimate move. Ekko performs a follow-up attack, dealing 160% of Ekko attack as physical damage and removing their echoing. After triggering a follow-up attack of photographic reflexes, Ekko takes 20% less damage for 10 seconds. Each other allied hero on the field grants Ekko an enhancement. Defender Ekko takes 4% less damage. Fighter increases Ekko physical damage by 4%. And Striker increases Ekko crit rate by 6%. And Controller energy generation. So if you create a proper team, it can be fun. When an enemy with echoing is defeated, Ekko gains 50 ultimate energy. So a lot of things is happening here. I truly believe she can go into the A tier. Actually, B tier, because she should be doing bigger damage. That's my thoughts. So for now, B tier. But for me, the easiest was to create God tier. Honestly, that was easy. That's pretty obvious. We have Falcon. Next, Falcon deals Falcon damage is physical to the target and applies exposed weakness for 10 seconds. Deals 608% of Falcon attack as physical damage AoE with exposed weakness. Dash to the target. Falcon and adjacent allies gain wing shield lasting 15 seconds. Move to the target location. Periodically applies exposed weakness to a random enemy. Increase physical damage taken. Okay, so mainly he'll be using, look, crit damage like a support. Like Controller, he'll be giving a lot of support. He has a lot of crazy competition here. So me personally, I'm thinking of placing him into solid B tier. Then we have Hulk. Hulk, in my opinion, will go extremely high because first of all, you get him from the get-go. He has a great survivability and as well can do a solid damage as a defender and a really good AoE damage actually. Super helpful in early games. So deals 280%, 288% of Hulk's attack as special damage to nearby enemies. He recovers 32% of max HP and gains regeneration for 10 seconds. Regeneration restores 2% of max HP per second. We have Shockwave. Deals 40% of Hulk's max HP as special damage to enemies in the target area, reducing their damage dealt by 20%. Okay, really nice. Because 20% debuff, it's pretty good. And then we have the attack. 432% of Hulk attack is special damage to the enemies in the target area, knocking them back. Look at the passives, really important. When there are no enemies around, Hulk jumps to the nearest enemy and deals 14% of his max HP as special damage. When there are no other allies nearby, he takes 10% less damage. Hulk deals 20% more damage in regeneration status, and for every 1000 max HP, attack increases by 20%. Yeah, I personally absolutely love him, and I'll place him in the S tier. Good. Then we have Lady Bullseye, amazing striker, really doing a really good damage, guys. Really good damage. So Lady Bullseye attack as physical damage to an enemy, increase Lady Bullseye crit rate by 20% for 10 seconds upon defeating them. We have Katana, deals 720, she'll be doing a lot of damage, guys, a lot. Of Lady Bullseye attack as physical damage to an enemy, reduces the mana cost for the next Katana slash by 1. Gains invisible also for 3 seconds and increases the chance of follow-up attack. After an ally attacks with a skill or ultimate move, Lady Bullseye has 50% chance to perform a follow-up attack. Will in the invisible status of Shadow Assassin gains 100% of dodge. After allies trigger a follow-up Lady Bullseye attack in this battle increased by 3%, it can stack up to 15. Shadow Assassin costs 1 less mana if there are any enemy adjacent to Lady Bullseye. In my opinion, I use her frequently and a lot. I'll place her in the S tier. Fine. Then we have Ming. Didn't use him. Dashes to the target location, dealing some damage, applying burn. Burn not so much helpful now. Summons a Boy Ting target location. Boy Ting inherits 40% of his max HP. Heals an ally and their adjustment allies for 40% of Man Ting's max HP. The burning, yeah, truly it's C tier in my opinion. Really C tier. Not impressed at all with him. Like yeah, C tier. Sleepwalker, oh my god, so many. I see so many tier lists. He's a free unit, amazing for free to play players. He's a controller type. Deals 704% of the Sleepwalker attack, especially. He will do the damage. Applies Dream Power to an ally. Increase the damage to the next skill by 92%. And as well, he's healing allies in the target area. His passives heals the ally with the lowest HP percentage, restoring an amount equal to 12.8% of Sleepwalker max HP. Allies in the area of rejuvenation take 10% less damage. He doesn't do much, but this really helps out. He will help you out that you do bigger damage, and as well, it heals a lot more allies. It's AoE. Definitely, in my opinion, like solid A tier. Solid A tier. Everyone will have him. Everyone will use him, and trust me, when I use him, he's really, really solid. Okay, I skipped a few of them. Sorry. Mr. Negative. Mystic Arts Fighter. So deals 800% of Mr. Negative's attack as special damage to an enemy. Deals 15% more damage for each debuff on the target. Heals Mr. Negative for 38% of his max HP. Dispels a random debuff and increases attack by 24%. Deals 720% of Mr. Negative's attack as special damage to an enemy in the target area, removing 1 debuff. Basic attacks apply corruption, reducing that attack. After Force of Light dispels a buff, Mr. Negative gains 50 energy. I don't know. Not impressed with him, honestly. Not impressed. Misty Knight is one of my favorite characters in the game. She's weaponry, striker, she's doing huge damage. Huge. Deals 800% of Misty Knight attack as physical damage to the enemies in the target area. Deals additional 320% of Misty Knight attack as physical damage if enemies under debuff exist in area. Then we have the debuff. Applies Bale Mark to an enemy for 10 seconds and deals solid damage. Again, 1 mana when the affected enemy is defeated. Then we have another skill. Deals 352 of Misty Knight's attack as physical damage to the enemies in the target area. Deals 128% of Misty Knight attack as physical damage. Additionally, if there are any debuffs on the target area. Now look at the passives. Reloads after every 3 basic attacks. And the next basic attack deals 95% more damage. Enhanced basic attack of Bale Bondswoman. Always deal critical hits. When Misty Knight defeats an enemy, her attack increases by 15% for 10 seconds. This is a big deal because she can read of the enemy. Focus that she kills someone. When she does that, the passive will be activated and her damage will just go up and up. Right? To Justice, Misty Knight crit rate increased by 50% against enemies with physical weaknesses. In my opinion, based on my experience, easy S tier. Easy S tier. Then we have the next one, and that's a free busted. I mean, let's talk about Moon Knight really quickly before I continue. Sorry. I wanted to say about Psylock. She's amazing. Deals 480% of Moon Knight's attack as physical damage to nearby enemies, heals Moon Knight and nearby allies by 70% of Moon Knight's max HP in the spell sub debuff. Moves to the target location and deals 460% of Moon Knight attack as physical damage to the enemy with the lowest HP, and increases Moon Knight and nearby allies attack speed by 69. Amazing unit. At the start of the battle, Moon Knight gains New Moon, switches to Full Moon after 22 seconds. Full Moon reduces the mana cost of Moon Knight's skills by 1, and switches to the New Moon on using the skill. God of Vengeance also dispel a buff from the enemy. HP and attack of allied fighter and defender increases by 5. Enter Full Moon status instead of New Moon at the start of the battle. In my opinion, definitely a unit that can be in top A tier, maybe even S tier, like super close, somewhere around that. I need to test him even further more and everything else, but for now I'm placing him in the A tier. We have 3 more characters to go. We have the Psylock, fighter mutation, crazy DPS. So deals 80% of Psylock attack as special damage to random enemies in the target area 6 times, applying Physic Mark up to 3 stacks. Now, Physic Mark, when hit by Psylock basic attack or skill 1, stack detonates, dealing 128% of Psylock attack as special damage to the target. Moves to an enemy, deals 400% of Psylock attack as special damage, and she's ignoring shield. And as well moves to the target location, dealing 84% of Psylock attack as special damage to adjacent enemies. Also, she's gaining Butterfly Shadow and increases the damage by 20%. So use that dash before the ultimate. I mean, here it's all about those stacks, right? Because she will 6 times do this attack. 6 times. Boom, 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 boom. And as well, she will detonate more damage. Now look at the passive. At the start of the battle, gains Butterfly Shadow. After an ally uses a skill or ultimate move to attack an enemy, Psylock consumes Butterfly Shadow and dashes to the enemy with the lowest HP, performing a follow-up attack and dealing 198% of her attack as special damage. Super helpful for follow-up to help you out to kill someone and finish him off. Sometimes when you have such a, like, you've done the damage, and then the HP is so low, and then you're missing literally this. Gains 5% dodge for every unit on the field. After triggering follow-up attack of Mind Hunter, Psylock attack increased by 5%. You can stack up to 15. Also, Psylock gains 100% dodge for 10 seconds for the first time her HP drops below 50% in the battle. That's a lot, 10 seconds. So definitely she will be in the S tier. God tier, we're done with the God tier. No one will be God tier anymore. And then we have Sentry and Threat. Now, Sentry is the unit that I see always ranked super low, but when I used him the first time, I was immediately impressed. The Void deals 80% of Sentry attacks as special damage to the enemy's target and stuns them for 3 seconds. Deals 10% more damage for each stack of Void Surge. Now, this percentage is nothing too special, right? But he's a defender. Skill. Moves to the target location, dealing 320% of Sentry attack as special damage to adjacent enemies and gaining shield. Enhanced when Million Suns is full, gains 30% more shield. And then we have skill Explosion Suns. Deals 608% of Sentry attack as special damage to adjacent enemies and taunts all enemies for 6 seconds. He's a really good tank, guys. Really good tank. When ally consume Ana, the Sentry gains an equal amount of Million Suns up to 6 stacks. At max Million Suns, the Sentry next skill is enhanced, gaining 32.2% damage. When using the enhanced skill, the Sentry consumes all Million Suns and gains 1 stack of Void Surge up to 5 stacks. Allies 3 mana skills deal 10% more damage. At the start of the battle, he gains 6 stacks of Million Suns, so immediately it's ready to go. And after using an ultimate move or enhanced skill, Sentry takes 30% less damage. I don't know, guys, for me, he's easy A tier. Easy A tier. And then we have final unit, which is Threat. He's a striker, epic, so deals 544 of threats, attack as physical damage to the enemies in target area, increasing the attack speed of all summon units by 50. Summons 1 Stinger Dreadling or Shooter Dreadling, a maximum of 4 Stinger Dreadling or Shooter Dreadling can be summoned in total. Okay, so he summons a unit with their own stats. So 2 of them. Deals 400% of threats attack as physical damage to an enemy. All allied summon units will prioritize attacking the enemy. The threat and it summons Stinger, Treadling, and Shooter Treadling. Ignore 24% of enemies. Defense, increase attack of all ally summoned by 8. 10% less damage. All ally summon units are affected by piercing attack. I don't know. Maybe it will be helpful because he'll summon so much units. But for now, I'm placing him in the C tier. So guys, this is my own tier list. Based on my own testings and conclusions. I didn't test every single character. So this tier list won't be 100%. But this is how I see it. And I'm just like considering putting Iron Man here as well. Yeah, I'll place Iron Man here in the S tier. He will do great damage. If you play him correctly, he will do great damage. So I'll place him in S tier. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna do this. Okay, guys, thank you for all support. Please, your opinions. I would really like to hear them. Definitely in future, we're gonna make even better tier list as soon as I manage to test all of the units. As we progress more people will comment, so we're gonna have even better picture. But I assure you, for the global launch, this is all what you need to know. You're gonna prioritize one of those 2, 4, 5 units right here. Me personally, I will reroll for Doctor Strange. Hopefully I manage to pull him. Thor, like if I get Doctor Strange, Thor, or Emma Frost, I'm taking the account. Even if I get Juggernaut and Scarlet Witch, but still, Doctor Strange or Thor or Emma would be my highest goal. I managed to get Emma now on soft launch, so now I would prefer Doctor Strange or Thor. Please, please, please. If I can get Thor, if I can get Doctor Strange first, because he's such a broken support control type of a unit, it will be so good. I mean, it says here how it is. Sorry. Controller, right? Yeah, controller. It will be so helpful. But Thor as well, for the beginning, that will be absolutely insane. His damage is on another level. Okay, guys, thank you for all support. Your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, be completely honest, completely 100% honest. I would really like to hear it. That's it, guys. Thank you for all support. And yeah, see you next one. Bye.